Hello, lovely students, and welcome back to Learning English with Atena. How advanced can we make ordering a simple cup of coffee? Oh, just watch me. It's going to get advanced, right? Let's get started. How to order a coffee in English? We're going to move up through the levels. Level 1. Black coffee, please. This is the simplest way to order a coffee. And it's perhaps not the most polite way to order in a coffee shop. But if you're ordering as part of a group after dinner, for example, I think it's fine. The addition of please at the end, though, is important. Let's take it up a notch. Level 2. Can I have a black coffee, please? Here, the request is formulated as a question using the modal verb can, which makes it more polite than the first one. You will often hear this said as, "Can I get a black coffee, please?" This is slightly more common in American English, but it's making its way into British English. Some people don't like the use of get here, but a lot of native speakers use it. Now, let's say this more politely. Level 3. May I please have a black coffee with a splash of milk? Alright, we're getting a little bit more complex here. This is a very polite way to order a coffee using the modal verb may. You can also replace may with the modal verb could, which is a more polite way to make requests than can. You can also see that the word please has moved from the end to directly after may I. This form loading of please emphasizes the politeness of the request and sets a formal tone from the outset. We are also now asking for a splash of milk, and splash means a small amount of liquid in this context. Okay, can I go further? Level 4. Could you kindly prepare a black coffee with a splash of milk and 2 sugars? Okay, we're getting closer to advanced level here and further from reality now. We have the modal verb could, which I talked about in level 3. And instead of please, we can see the adverb kindly. This is another way to soften a request and make it more polite. Let's add a little more advanced language. Level 5. Would it be possible for you to brew a medium-sized black coffee with a splash of milk, 2 sugars, and a sprinkling of cinnamon on top? Alright, this one is even more polite and a bit poetic as well. Would it be possible is a very polite way to form a question. We also have some more advanced vocabulary, including to brew, meaning to make a hot drink like coffee or tea, and sprinkling, which means a small amount of liquid or powder that is dropped onto a surface. Can I make it even more advanced? Level 6, and we're not even at the end yet. If it's not too much trouble, could you please craft a medium-sized black coffee enriched with a splash of organic milk and precisely 2 cubes of raw sugar while ensuring it's brewed to the optimum temperature, and then garnish it with a delicate sprinkling of cinnamon on top? We're moving into nightmare customer territory now. If it's not too much trouble, it's a very polite way of asking someone to do something. We often add it to the beginning of a request. Often when we know the request is going to cause some extra effort. Now we're asking for the barista to craft the coffee, not just make one. Craft. This means to make objects in a skilled way, especially with your hands, and the coffee is to be enriched with a splash of milk. To enrich means to make the quality of something better by adding something else. Then it's to be brewed to the optimum temperature. Optimum means best possible. You might hear the synonym optimal or optimal used in American English. And then we have garnished with cinnamon. To garnish means to decorate food or drink with a small amount of food. Can this customer get any worse? Yes, the answer is yes. If you've ever worked in retail or hospitality, you know the answer is yes. Here is my coffee order in its final form. Level 7. Would you be so kind as to commence the artisanal preparation of a medium-sized black coffee sourced, if possible, from single origin beans and brewed at precisely 89 degrees Celsius? It should be complemented with a splash of organic, locally sourced milk, sweetened to a modest degree with exactly 2 cubes of raw sugar, and adorned with a subtle yet discernible sprinkling of hand-ground cinnamon. Finally, because I'm not done yet, I request that it be presented in a ceramic mug featuring a handle ergonomically designed for a right-handed individual. Someone is definitely going to spit in this customer's coffee. Let's look at the grammar. Would you be so kind as to is a very, very polite and formal way to make a request. And in the final sentence, you saw the structure. I request that it be presented. This sentence uses the subjunctive mood, which is a formal structure in English and appears after certain verbs like request and the vocabulary. First, there is to commence, which means to begin. We had artisanal, meaning prepared in a traditional way. We have complemented. This is the verb to complement with an E. It's different to the one with I. If one thing complements with an E, another it goes well with the other things and it makes it better. We complement each other. We go well together. We make each other better. We complement each other means we give each other compliments. I like your dress. I like your hair. I like your coffee. What did you ask for? I'm going to ask for that. Little did she know. We also have adorned with. The verb to adorn means to add something decorative to a person or thing to make it more attractive. We also have the adjectives subtle and discernible. Subtle means not obvious or noticeable, while discernible means able to be recognized. So I wanted it subtle but discernible. Nightmare. Oof. And finally, perhaps the most egregious request, an ergonomically designed handle. Ergonomically means in a way that makes something, often equipment or furniture, comfortable and effective for people who use it. What did you think of my C1 level coffee order? Is it realistic? No. Is it interesting? I think so. And I hope it will help you to remember some of the structures and vocabularies that I presented. We really do use all of these words and phrases in real life. I really hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up to show your support and share it with other language enthusiasts. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on future lessons. Bye!